new year means a fresh start, and I cannot have a fresh start if my room is not organized. So today we are organizing everything that y'all don't see, like my nightstand, my vanity drawers, my dresser drawers, my closet. I mean, sometimes y'all see my closet, but not very often because it's a mess and I just refuse to show y'all that. My room also needs to be tidy, but we're kind of going to do that along the way. But we're going to start with my bedside table because I believe that's the easiest. We will get to this in just a second. Nightstand drawers out, and honestly this bottom one, which is on top right now, but it's the bottom drawer in my nightstand, this bottom one is not bad at all because it's literally just full of glasses, so it's not too bad. But I am still going to take like everything out of it and go through it just to make sure that everything is in place. And I do eventually want to move these because they're just taking up so much space in this drawer, but I just don't know where to put them as of right now, so we're gonna go through that. And then the top drawer is where it gets really messy because I tend to just throw things in here and forget about them. So we're really gonna go through this and organize everything. And I wish I had some of those like organizing bins, but I just don't want to spend my money on that right now, if that makes sense. So we're gonna do whatever we can do.
Okay, so starting with the top drawer. Honestly, this drawer is full of junk, but also it's stuff that I use every single day. So it's kind of like really hard for me to decipher what I should leave, what I should take out. But I kind of just like, first of all, took everything out of it because that is the best way to start any organization, is just taking everything out. So this first bag is some of my filming stuff, and then I have just some patches that I like to use very rarely, but I do love them. And then I have my daily vitamins in here that I take every single day, just some glass cleaner, room spray, the essential squishies, always, okay? I always need to be touching something. I don't know what it is, but cuticle oil, some thumbtacks, y'all, just seriously the most random things. Like, I can't even lie. Obviously my Kindle needs to be in there as well, but that one's done. Moving on to the second drawer. This drawer is completely full of Zlul glasses. Y'all know that I love buying my glasses from Zlul because they have absolutely everything. I also have just a few little knickknacks down in there as well. I do eventually want to move these glasses, and I talk about that a little bit later on in the video, but I wanted to organize these glasses in a way that made the most sense to me because obviously I don't wear all of these glasses every single day. I pick a few that I love and I kind of switch them out like every week, and I will wear like 1 to 3 different pairs every single week. And then of course I'm just setting the random knickknacks in here. Those 2 drawers are completely done, thank goodness.
That is my bedside table all organized. I knew that was going to be the easiest one just because there's not much in there and I don't need to like shove much in there. Also, I am a very like organized chaos kind of person because I don't have those like drawer organizers. So things are just kind of in groups and that works for me. If you hate that, I'm very, very, very sorry. And I wish that I had drawer organizers, but I don't at the moment. So I just kind of have to work with what I have. But this works for me. I couldn't even tell you what was in this drawer before I organized it, and now I can tell you every single thing in here. Let's move on. We are moving to my dresser, and I actually only have 1 drawer that we are organized. That's a lie, because I want to organize my clothes too. We're moving to my dresser, and it's gonna be rough. I am gonna be getting rid of a lot of my like sleep shirts and adding new ones in from my closet because I do have a few shirts that I don't wear out, but they're hung up, and that just doesn't make sense to me. I don't want to hang my pajama shirts because I'm already out of room in my closet. So yeah, so let's go. I'm talking too much.
Okay, you're probably like, Emily, what in the world is in this drawer? Well, let me explain because, yeah, I know, it looks crazy. First of all, this is kind of my snack drawer, as you can tell, because if I leave food in the pantry, my family will eat it, and that is just not Okay, I get so angry when other people eat my food, especially food that I bought myself. So I like to keep my important snacks in this drawer, plus obviously like my dog's treats, and I have a few other things in here that honestly just need to go somewhere else or in the trash, which is exactly where they went. But I obviously wanted to keep this organized kind of by category, so like candy together, chips together, and then my random stuff together. As you can tell, this drawer is honestly very, very random. So I also have my like water flavors in there. But yeah, very simple, easy drawer to clean out.
Okay, again, hopefully this doesn't bother y'all, but I just have my snacks kind of over here and like my dog's treats back there with some candy over here. Okay, this is full of all of my string for my string crafts, and I eventually want to get a tub to put all of it in, but this is really all I can do right now. And then I have like my water additives down here, just some sunglasses that I need to take to my car, but I'm going to leave them there for now. And then just some like pamphlets in this corner, which you probably can't see. No, you can't, but my squishy, some tape. So kind of a junk drawer here, plus my snack drawer. Now we are gonna move on to, I don't know if I want to do my like socks with my shorts and pants first or my t-shirts. Let's do t-shirts first because that one's a little bit easier and I can just go through those and get rid of everything that I want to get rid of. I'm also in the middle of doing laundry right now, so that's good that I'm getting like all of this organized before I can put my laundry back in here. Yeah, let's start with my pajama shirts first.
So this drawer is all of my pajama shirts, and when I tell y'all some of these shirts are over 10 years old, I'm not even kidding. Like, I have had so many of these shirts for so long, which is why I was like, I just need to get rid of some of these, give them to charity, because I don't even wear like half of these shirts, to be honest with you. I've really been into wearing matching sets to bed lately, which there are definitely days where I'm like, I don't care to wear a matching set. I literally just want to wear a big t-shirt and like shorts to bed. I just really wanted to go through this drawer and make sure that I gave some stuff away, but also I wanted to fold things up in a way that they were organized and beautiful. But like, look at some of these shirts. Like I just don't wear these. I don't need these shirts. I like, what? So they they went in the donation pile, and as you can see, that pile just kept building and building and building because I was like, finally to the point where I just was telling myself, Emily, get rid of these. You don't need all of these. And I tried to put my shirts in color order and make them all pretty. And honestly, some of these shirts are nasty and probably should be thrown away, but I just can't. Like, some of them are keepsakes to me. But here's the donation pile, and that is my pajama shirt drawer all done.
As you could probably see, I have way too many socks. No one needs this many socks, like ever. They just need to be donated. Not all of them, obviously, but a lot of them need to be donated. And this is our next step, is the socks, and then we'll worry about like shorts and pants later. Or not later, but after. Let's go through these socks. And I'm sure some of them also need to just be thrown away. Like, they're not good enough to donate. So let's go. I guess this is going to be quite the adventure we're going on.
Okay, I just sped this process up because y'all really did not need to see me take out every single pair of sock one by one. But once I got all of the socks out that I wanted to donate, I set those to the side and then kind of just piled up all of the socks that I wanted to keep. So the ones in the very front are ones that I wear all the time, daily, like my little frilly socks. I talk about that a little bit more later, but I think this looks so much better.
Okay, I took a little lunch break after I organized my socks and I'm ready to go again. I have my heating pad because I'm a little chilly. I gave away as many socks as I possibly could. There probably are some in here that I could give away. I gave away a lot of my fuzzy socks because I really only wear those during one season of the year. So I didn't need to keep all of them. However, I do have a lot of like daily socks. Like my Under Armour socks are dailies, my like ankle socks are dailies, and then my little frilly socks I wear with my Adidas or sometimes New Balances, not really. So obviously I want to keep those. That is dwindled down as much as possible, and just remind me that I don't need to buy any socks. But now, if you look over here on this side of the drawer, you can't see it much, but you'll see more of it in just a minute. I have tons and tons of pajama shorts and pajama pants that I just don't need to keep all of them. I will be keeping a good amount because some of these are newly bought within the past like 1 or 2 years. So obviously I don't want to just like get rid rid of those and they're in good condition so I can keep them. Others either don't fit me or I don't like them or I've had them for a very long time and I can give those away. Pants might be another thing. What even are these? Oh, they're like little stockies. I never wear these, so I'm gonna put these in the donate pile. Anyway, so you know what? I'm gonna stop talking and we're just gonna get to organizing again.
Okay, so same process with my shorts and pants. I just took out whatever I wanted to donate, started a little pile, and then put all of my shorts back in there. But honestly, this one was a little difficult for me because I do love my pajama shorts so freaking much. But there are a pair that I've been thinking about getting rid of for literal months, like probably for 8 months, that I've just been wanting to get rid of and I just haven't done it yet. And there also were a few where I was like, do I want to get rid of these or do I want to keep them? Like, I don't know. So I did end up keeping a few that I might donate later, but that is that drawer done.
Fun fact, these shorts were my soccer shorts when I was like 5 years old, 5 or 6 years old. And obviously they're very, very tight on me now, but they were big on me when I was a little bitty kindergartner or whatever grade I was in. I don't even know. I think kindergarten. But I also have the jersey, the matching jersey with it. So I'm gonna go ahead and put these with my jersey in my closet. And then we're gonna move on to my vanity, which I'm not looking forward to, just to be honest with you, because my drawers are a wreck. And I'm just hoping to make a little bit of progress with that, so we'll see what we can do. With my vanity, we're gonna start with these drawers. So this is my skincare drawer. This is like a lot of my face masks, and this drawer is like all of my lotions, body oils, and a lot of these can probably be thrown away. So we're gonna go through, organize all of this, and see what we can do. If I am throwing something away, please note that it is probably expired, almost empty, I don't know, one of those two. So, because I'm not just gonna throw away something that's full, you know what I mean? Like, I'm just not that kind of person. Or I'll give it to my little sister or someone in my family. So let's get to organizing these drawers.
I can't even lie, these drawers were honestly the hardest drawers for me to go through out of this entire process because I just did not know what to get rid of and what to keep or even what to throw away, because I didn't want to throw away stuff that was perfectly good that anyone could use, you know what I mean? So I did eventually start a pile of things that were good to give to my sisters for Christmas. So do not fret, do not worry. Everything that I threw away was expired. Y'all have no idea how long I have had some of this stuff in these drawers. It is honestly mind-boggling. But also all of these face masks I do use. This drawer has been dwindled down so much throughout the past year just because I honestly do use face masks quite often. So I did take some of the face masks out of the boxes just to save some room, save some space, because this drawer honestly didn't even close sometimes because of the boxes. So I don't know why I didn't keep the face mask out of them in the first place. But moving on to the next drawer is my skincare drawer. And you guys, again, this drawer has not been gone through in literal months, a very, very long time. So everything that I threw away was expired. And again, I did have a pile to give to my sisters. And going through my skincare drawer, I really had to ask myself, Emily, do you use this? Do you actually use this every day? Because as a content creator, I do get sent some stuff, not often, but when I do, I obviously want to keep it because I don't get PR very often. So some of the skincare was sent to me and I just really, really had to be so serious with myself about what I needed to keep and what I needed to give away to my sisters or my family or friends. This is all organized now and I honestly feel so much better about this.
That is this side of my vanity done. Now we need to go to this side. I don't think, okay, so my makeup drawer is right here. I don't think I'm gonna be going through that, only because since I don't have those drawer organizers, I have some, and the ones that I do have are in here. This is organized chaos. What is in here is organized to a point where I have like my makeup brushes and my mascaras, eyeliners, eyebrow stuff, and then I have my foundations, my concealers, my blush, my powder, primers, eyeshadow, shadows, and they're all in their respective spaces. And that's about as organized as I can get in there. So I really don't want to touch this today. So we're gonna move on over here. And all of these are my hair stuff. This one, actually, this drawer is organized. So this drawer is all of my lip products. So any lip product you can think of, it's in this drawer, and that stays pretty organized. But these two drawers are full of hair care, brushes, clips, literally whatever else is in here. So we're gonna go through all of that. This guy's supposed to be in there, but he doesn't fit. So he needs a spot.
These two drawers honestly were not bad at all. However, I did end up speeding up a lot of this footage because it was just getting very repetitive to me, honestly, and I did not want y'all to get bored watching this video because I do want this video to be helpful and inspiring and motivating for you to organize anything that you need to organize before the new year starts. So this drawer on the left, I wanted to specifically be for hair products. So hairspray, mousse, hair oils, heat protectant, whatever hair product you can think of, I wanted it to be in that drawer. However, that kind of ended up being the case, but kind of not ended up being the case as well, because that drawer on the right obviously has like a hair mask in it, which will be used eventually when I run out of the one that I'm currently using. But I kept like my scalp serum on the drawer on the right. So there are a few tiny like hair products in that one, but nothing crazy. For the most part, all of my hair products are in the middle drawer with the rest of my hair products. So that's great and dandy. And all of those drawers are finally done, and I can move my ottoman back to her place. And this was my pile of trash products that were expired and needed to be thrown away.
Okay, I'm already feeling so much better. We have my bedside table organized, we have my dresser organized, and we have my vanity completely organized. And the next and last step is the one that I'm not looking forward to the most, and that is my closet. My closet is a complete wreck. I don't remember the last time I organized or cleaned out my closet, and I've genuinely just been letting things build up and build up. I've run out of space for my clothes, which is half the problem. So we're gonna see what I can get done. I'm also just gonna like kind of see what I can film as well, because one, the light in my closet my camera does not love at all. It does those like line things. So my camera doesn't love the lighting in my closet, but we'll see what we can do. And if it gets boring, I'm really sorry. But let's go into the closet. Say a prayer for me, please.
My main goal with my closet was to get as much stuff as possible off of the floor as I could, because I had a pile of clothes I wanted to donate on the floor for months now. And finally, I went back through those and put them back into a donation pile, folded them up all nice and neat so that way I could donate them. And I did end up keeping a tank top that I originally wanted to donate, and now I was like, nah, I think I want to keep that. So we'll see if I end up donating it a little bit later on. But again, I just needed stuff off the floor because I couldn't even walk into my closet without stepping on a bunch of stuff, and I couldn't even open some of my drawers in there. So things just needed to be organized. And as I was mentioning a little bit earlier, I have completely run out of room in my closet for clothes. And while I'm in Colorado, I think my parents plan to hang a few new rods in my closet for me, so that way I can hang up some more clothes, but I obviously would also need to buy more hangers because that's also an issue. Anyways, there were some clothes that I had stuffed in places that needed to be hung up because I just honestly could not bother, because again, I can't fit anything in this dang closet anymore. So my main goal was accomplished.
I'm done organizing my closet only because I really just wanted everything off the floor so I could actually walk in here. And I plan to actually like add more rods into my closet for more clothes space, because like all of this, some of these clothes up here are specifically for Colorado. Like I have my ski pants, my ski jacket, my goggles, my gloves, my beanies, scarves, and they're all shoved in here because those can't be hung up. However, there are some that are just here because I don't have room for them. Therefore, they can't go anywhere. Therefore, I think I'm done in here for now. So with that being said, I think that is this video done. I've organized everything in my room. Every drawer in my room is organized to perfection. So woot, 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 we are done. Hopefully this inspired you to organize your life before the new year. Honestly, I'm so glad that I did this because it really, really needed to be done. And I was just putting it off because Sometimes I don't like organizing, but I woke up today and was like, wow, I am in the mood to organize, and I'm so glad that I did. So glad. Anyways, that is the end of this video. Let me know in the comments if you plan to organize as well, and if you do, tell me what you're most excited to organize. Also, if you did like this video, I would really appreciate it if you could consider liking and subscribing, so that way we can hang out more in 2026, because I love nothing more than hanging out with y'all. But as always, I am gonna love you and leave you, and I'll see you next time. Bye.